Hi everyone, it's Mick Ebeling from Not Impossible Labs. I don't know about you, but I am so incredibly tired of the Zoom conference calls and the Zoom conferences. The audio is bad, the video is uncomfortable because their faces are so close to the poor computer camera. So we decided, all right, we got to do something different because this just isn't going to do.
Ta-da! We said, wait a second. I've been in production for 20 years. If there was ever a time for us to leverage all of that experience to try and to recreate or harness what a live experience used to be, then now is the time. And we're going to show you some examples today of what that could be. So now we're going to cut into the show.
Live, Venice Beach, California. Recently named by Fortune magazine as one of the top 50 world's greatest leaders. A recipient of the Muhammad Ali Humanitarian of the Year Award. Producer, filmmaker, founder, and CEO of Not Impossible Labs. Give it up for Mick Ebeling!
And then the crowd goes crazy, right? It cuts back. And this is when I would be able to go into my talk. And you can see the way that we framed it. It's nice. There's nice lensing. There's nice lighting. It's not just kind of a ethereal background of someone's back bedroom. So this is an example of what an in-studio keynote would look like. First, a little bit of a background on a 101 on Not Impossible is that everything that we do, everything that we go through and create at Not Impossible Labs is based on this infatuation of looking at things that are impossible and then trying to make them not impossible. And the way that we do that, it's grounded in our mission statement, which is change the world through technology and story. And this is incredibly important to us. This is, as you walk in our office, you see this stenciled on the wall. And it's really based on these two premises, these two concepts of technology, which technology is this, as you know, is this massive thing, this massive entity that can mean so many things. But the way that we use technology is what we call technology for the sake of humanity. So that's an in-studio presentation. But then we asked ourselves, how do we bring even more humanity into the talk? And so we took the talk out on the streets. So now I'm going to take you to a part that we just discovered, actually, that has a lot of historical significance about making the impossible not impossible. In taking those hacked technologies, those programmed technologies, we figure out how to solve whatever that absurdity is, and then once we've solved it, we try to make it accessible for people. But what I learned on that day, and now this is a fundamental part of what we do at Not Impossible. It's a fundamental premise of how we think every absurdity that we tackle is that when you see something that's absurd, that kicks you in the gut, that kicks you in the heart, that you see and you say, that's not right, that you commit, and then you figure out how you're going to pull it off. We are not the most qualified people to accomplish the things that we've been able to accomplish. What we have is this firm belief that change starts with us. We start with what we call beautiful, limitless naivete, and I write about this in my book, and it's this belief that you might not know how to do it, but that is actually your secret sauce. That's the power that enables you to go out and try to do something because you don't have that voice in your head that's saying, oh, you can't do that, or that's already been done before, you shouldn't be able to do that. So it starts with beautiful, limitless naivete, and then we go find one person, and then we just say Geronimo. So at this point, the talk's over. I can say thank you, fade to black, and the talk is done, or we can do an interactive Q&A. And Q&As right now are fantastic because people have the ability where they might have been shy going to the microphone and asking a question. Now they can just text it or go through whatever the conferencing app is to actually submit their question. What we will be able to do is now to take those questions in, post them as lower thirds, so there's a level of immediacy and interactivity that they wouldn't have experienced otherwise. So that is the new Mick Ebeling talk. That is the new Not Impossible presentation. We have all kinds of toys and tricks that we can do to make our presentations beautiful. And you've seen a bunch of them today. But this is about, for us, bringing back some humanity into these presentations. We stare at screens all day, every day. And I miss being in front of people. I miss that human interaction. So everything that we do now with the multiple cameras and tricks and things like that is all about how do you give a little bit of that humanity back to these presentations. So I hope that you've enjoyed this. I hope I get a chance to work with you, and stay safe.